Yeah, one of the nice things about teaching, or about setting up a course that's tool-based, is that it's a tool. And here's a chisel for you. I know you haven't quite seen a chisel that looks like that before, but there it is. And let me show you a couple of things, how people have used that chisel. And so give it a shot. Hold it in your hand, see how it feels. And so you've never used a chisel before? Okay, well, here's one, and see what happens when you use the edge of the blade. See what happens when you use the flat of the blade. Do these various things. You can do all of that stuff, but basically it's for digging and so on. And so because you haven't used a chisel before, you're now having experience using a chisel, and it's a really interesting experience for you. It's not overwhelming. It's just you're doing what you can with it. You've been using chisels for years. You haven't quite seen one like this before. Let's see what you can do. Bam, and you're already doing amazing things. So that because it's tool-based, anybody across the board, from somebody who has never written a song before, has some desire to, but has never done it, to somebody who has written many, many songs, in fact, maybe some hit songs, or is a working professional. Those people all can benefit from the courses. I do a lot of festival kinds of things, where I'm teaching at a song school or something like that. And just last fall, one of my friends, a really wonderful artist who signed with Judy Collins' record company by the name of Amy Speece, said, "Man, I just really like to, get better." I said, "Well, Amy, here's what you can do." And I told her about the Tools and Strategies course, and she said, "Do you think I could take that?" I said, "Sure." So she took it. I think, yeah, she's done with it now. And she started writing song after song after song. She said it was the most amazing experience that she had. And she's a good songwriter. She's a good songwriter. And yet, the way that the course is focused, and the ongoing, try this tool, use it this way, use it this way, she just jumped in and just ate it up. And she obviously was looking at it from a different angle than somebody who's, say, 15 and is just just starting with their band. She's looking at it from the experience of having written 200 songs or 500 songs, and playing songs every night and having learned songs that are written by Irving Berlin and various Judy Collins and so on. So she's been practicing writing songs by learning other people's songs, Beatles songs and so on. And yet she did great in the course. And she was in a course with other folks who, were at some place along the spectrum of experience, and she had a great time commenting on other people's stuff and having them comment on her stuff. There's lots of interest from people who really know what they're doing. And I'm not surprised at that either, because in my experience, the best songwriters are the most curious, are the ones most open, most willing to learn. The people who say, "Oh my God, no, I couldn't do that because it'll stifle my creativity," are people who are fear-based, people who are writing from a place of, "Oh my God, I'm just so grateful I got an idea." People who think that songwriting is channeling something, which comes from a basis of fear, that I can't make it any better, so I don't rewrite, or it was just a gift, and how can that sort of thing. And I think that you have to throw that away. You have to throw away your fear. You have to write fearlessly. You have to understand that 90% of everything you write is not your best 10%, which I find incredibly comforting, that my job as a songwriter is to fill my 90%. Do not be afraid to write crap, because crap is the best fertilizer. And the more crap you write, the more likely it is that you're going to grow something really interesting. So get over yourself and try to make your songs better. Gather the tools. The reason that you don't want to go back and rewrite it or you're afraid you're going to stifle your creativity is that you don't really know what you're doing. But knowing what you're doing is the whole game. Again, bring everything you've got to the table, including your brain.